Welcome back to Captain Crypto's Compass, and in this video we are going to look at Render. Render allows users to rent the GPU power on the blockchain in a decentralized manner. Now if you think about the AI narrative and the AI problem about needing computing power, Render then tries to solve this issue with a decentralized approach. So with that said, let's hop on and head on over to the chart and see what the charts are saying.
Hi, I'm Martin. I'm the founder of Captain Crypto's Compass. I'm a trader and a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. I am passionate about helping you to achieve financial freedom through the art and the gift of trading. I will be providing you with actionable technical analysis and insights on your favorite cryptocurrency projects to help you make better and more informed decisions. If you're ready to take your trading to the next level, you're in the right place.
So I've gone ahead and opened up Render on the 1 week chart on the Bitstamp, and there's a couple of key things and key market structure that I just want to highlight and draw attention to. Now the first thing that I want to see here and show you guys is this powerful uptrend that Render was in our previous cycle. We can see that we created highs, higher lows, highs, higher lows, and finally in December 2024 we created our first lower high, signaling a trend change for Render. We can see that followed through, we created a lower low, and currently we are battling to get past the moving averages. We can see that just looking at this market structure here, that Render has struggled with the 21 and the 50 SMA. We have not managed to close a candle above the moving averages. So we see this downside pressure, we see this downturn, and we can see that it's also forming a basing pattern. We can see a double bottom pattern on top of our previous pivot highs inside of this zone. Now what's interesting about these areas that I've highlighted, you'll see I have the Fibonacci golden zones here. Now taking a measured move from the previous pivot highs, we can see just looking at these from the low to high to low, we can see that this created this first golden zone resistance rather, and we can see that the Render came all the way into this resistance, got rejected, and came all the way back down. Looking at these levels here, we can then also see that we have struggled with this golden pocket zone as well. Now taking a measured move from the bottom pivot to the high pivot and the low pivot, highlighted this golden zone area within the Fibonacci's. Now we can see that Render came all the way back up into this resistance zone and did not manage to break past this resistance and got rejected yet again. Now this places more emphasis on the support areas, the accumulation areas. Looking at this downturn, looking at these resistance areas, we can see that there's a lot of downside pressure for Render.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the content so far. Please remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.
Now for me, looking at these levels, taking a higher Fibonacci and looking for some support levels, I took a measured move from the top pivot to the low pivot and this recent pivot high in May of this year, and it highlighted this golden zone support level here between roughly about 257 all the way back down to about 215. Now what's interesting about this Fibonacci support level over here, this golden zone, is it is right on top of the previous pivot highs as well as the two bottoms that we formed. This double bottom is right on top of the 0.5. So this is a strong basing pattern for me. Anything in these zones will be high accumulation levels for me. So I'm looking to see if Render cannot break past these moving averages. I'm looking to reaccumulate actually at these lower levels to try and target a move higher into this support or resistance zone here between the 0.5 and 618. Now if we do get these moves, we can see that the upside potential into these resistance bands is roughly about 32% all the way back up to about 50%, and at the higher end of the resistance we can see a move of about 157% all the way back up to about 244, and the absolute top is sitting at about 300% increase. So there is upside potential for Render if we can just form a basing pattern, form our support, and actually see a change of character moment for Render. What I would like to see here to indicate that we could actually breach these higher levels is a reclaim of the moving averages and the anchored VWAP and start holding support inside of this resistance zone. So if we do see further downside, we can expect support to come in here, and if we do get to the moving averages, I want to start seeing candle body closes inside of the moving averages and the golden zone. And if we do see that, that'll actually put Render in position to retest these previous pivot highs. So interesting developments with Render on the chart. We are approaching these lower accumulation levels for Render, and these would be prime areas for accumulation just based on key market structure and the Fibonacci's. So as always, peace and love and happy trading.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell notifications. Also, remember to click the link in the description below to join my mailing list, where I'll be sending you free emails and trading videos, and also market report updates weekly to help you stay ahead of the herd. As always, this community would not be the same without you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and love. See you next time.